Hello, and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are not getting the results you are looking for from your digital marketing efforts, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy, and welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, everyone. I hope you guys are having a rockin' week thus far. Today is the first episode of the month of June. And something I want to get into today is something I don't talk about a lot. Some of you may or may not know that I have a lot of clients. Most of the clients that I work with, attorneys, chiropractors, med spas, etc. But I also have a healthy load of business coaches who I work with. And last week, I had a conversation with one of my clients. They're a client now as of last week, but it was a potential client at the time when I had the conversation last week. They were doing some digital marketing themselves, or they had someone doing it that's part of their team or whatever, but it's not a digital marketer. And it spurred me on after they signed on. I said, you know what, this is a good topic to have on the show. So if there are any business coaches out there that you may know that may be making this mistake, and I can help them out. Okay, so the topic for today is the lead generation mistakes that a lot, if not most, business coaches make. And I want to help you guys avoid these mistakes. See, here's the thing, that sometimes all it takes, folks, is to tweak a few things here and there to get your business headed in a total different directions. Sometimes all it takes is that. Okay, so you want to take an honest look at the following things that I'm going to talk to you about and really dive deep into it. You know, do you make these top lead generation type of issues or slash mistakes if you're a business coach? So think about this. So I want you to look at these things because there are 4 of these that I've seen it in a lot of businesses. And I just don't want you to make these mistakes anymore. So here we go. The first thing, and these are not in any order. These are just the top 4 that I see out there as I speak to a lot of business coaches out there. So number 1 is they want to be trying to say help everyone versus selecting a well-defined niche. I see this so often, especially with business coaches. I don't want to talk about this too much because I'm not at liberty to discuss it. But I have a coach in my squad that it's kind of like he's not he's not a business coach. He's more of a life coach. But still, he's making the same mistake as well. So I'm going to bring this up. And, you got to niche down to what type of life coach you want to be. All right. Is it, people who suffer from anxiety coach, people who are single parent coach? You got to get down to that nitty gritty to be able to really help the people you want to help. So when you're trying to generate leads online, you have to speak to that audience, and then you'll see a different response and a different effect on these folks. The number 2 thing is spending time and money on, say, marketing efforts that don't provide a ROI. Okay. Or say vanity activities versus activities that that have, say, measurable metrics, say like pay-per-click marketing. And here's what I mean by vanity activities. There a lot of times we spend our money on, let's say, increasing your following on Facebook, or increasing the number of likes on Facebook, or increasing the number of connections that you have on LinkedIn. And here's the thing. Here's the thing that I laugh at. People will say, okay, but hey, I got, 10,000 followers on LinkedIn, or 5,000 followers on LinkedIn, or, or whatever, right? But here's my question to a lot of these quote unquote coaches, business coaches. Would you rather have 10,000 followers on LinkedIn, or would you rather have and very little success when it comes to business, or would you rather have 1,000 followers on LinkedIn and have a ton of business from the 1,000 followers? See, that's what I mean by vanity metrics. A lot of people focus their attention on vanity metrics, and they think that the leads are just going to come pouring in. It doesn't work like that. So the number two thing is, if you're spending time and money trying to get these things up and running with the followings and all this stuff on, I'm mentioning LinkedIn because that's the platform I mostly play on. But, it could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, whatever your thing is, if you're a business coach, wherever your particular audience is, if you're just looking to get followers and likes, you're messing around with the wrong thing. Okay? Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying this topic this week. I hope you guys, more importantly, I hope you guys are implementing everything that we talk about each and every week, because it's very important for your business. Also, don't forget to subscribe to whatever app you listen to on this, because that's where you won't miss any updates on any episodes that we have. Also want to remind you, if you want to ensure that your digital marketing presence is on point, if you want to make sure that there are no errors happening when someone actually is looking for your business, that way people can find you exactly when they need you, go to my website, lbmsllc.com. Go to on the home page, and where it says Online Presence Report, click on that. You will have your own personalized online presence report. It's free of charge. It's going to tell you exactly how you're appearing online. This is a gold mine that I'm giving you for free. And I want all of my listeners to take advantage of that. So without further ado, I'm going to bring you right back to the show. The number 3 thing is forgetting to use a clear CTA, call to action. So let me spend some time on this. When I mean by clear, I'm very, it's very important that you are clear. I am not joking. I see so many errors around this piece where we're not clear on what we want people to do. I've seen some things where, I want you to, click on this link, and click on the link and then, take it from there. That's not clear enough. You want to step them through it. And people say, well, Frank, they're not babies. I understand they're not babies, but stepping through someone is not going to take extra time from you. Maybe an extra 5 seconds. No big deal to do that. Also, if you're going to do a video, sometimes the call to actions on some of these coaches are not clear as well as to what they want them to do, if they have a CTA at all. So that's a huge mistake. I see it on a lot of coaches where they think that, oh yeah, it's obvious. Don't you see? There's a learn more button there, or there's a buy now button there, or there's a request for more information there. No, yeah, there's a button there, but tell them, guide them through it through clear instruction. Very, very important. All right. And if you've noticed, I'm repeating it a lot. So take note of that, because I want you to also understand that repetition is not an annoyance. Repetition is actually a gold mine. Repetition helps you tremendously, because if you're trying to get your point across, and that point that you're trying to get across is paramount for their success, of having you help them, your potential client, so that's their success, then repetition is not an annoyance. All right, the last one is, I see a lot of business coaches relying on only one tactic to source their clients. Very important. You have to mix it up a bit. So, case in point, earlier, the number 2 thing, we're talking about spending time looking at vanity metrics instead of measurable metrics like pay-per-click marketing, right? So going back to that, it kind of ties with number 4, because if you're going the pay-per-click route, you just don't want to deal with text ads, let's say. You want to have text ads, you want to have display ads, you want to have retargeted ads. You want to, those are the types of different metrics that you want, not just one source, not just one, so if the only source is, text ads and that's it, that's not good enough. So if you want to go the PPC route, let's say, you don't want to just be on Google. So you not only want multiple routes within a tactic that you use, in this case, it being pay-per-click marketing, but you want to have pay-per-click marketing on different sources. So if you happen to know that the target audience you're trying to go for is in a certain demographic, and that certain demographic hangs out in a certain social platform, like say, Instagram or maybe Facebook, you want to run some pay-per-click ads there. Or maybe it's LinkedIn. You want to run some pay-per-click ads there too. So Google, LinkedIn. You also want to tackle Bing. A lot of people forget about Bing. Everybody goes straight to Google. Bing is a gold mine waiting to help you explode. So you want to work on Bing as well. You really do. And like I said, LinkedIn and Facebook, wherever your demographic is on that. When it comes to search, you're good, because people are searching, they're searching. But if you want to also hit them up on another platform, you could do it that way too. Or YouTube. YouTube is a social platform as well. That's also a search engine. It's kind of a hybrid. So these are all ways that you want to rely. You want to keep going out there. So one of the problems is that coaches unfortunately rely on one source. So I'm going to go to the 4 one more time. So I don't want to, because I know I went through it kind of quick, and I want to make sure that I want to drive home this point. Okay. This is very, very, very important that I drive home this point. So here it is. Number one, the one mistake, is that they're trying to help everyone versus, selecting a well-defined niche. That is, I would say, definitely the number one thing that I've seen that a lot do, if not most. Okay. Another thing is spending the time and the money on marketing efforts looking for vanity metrics versus actual measurable metrics like pay-per-click marketing. If you're worried about how many likes you have and, oh wow, I've gotten 5 visits to my website, doesn't matter. Who cares? You can't measure the visits. What did the visitors do? Can you have actually measure it? Number 3, forgetting to use clear call to actions. I can't tell you how many times I've seen posts. If they had a call to action, it was not clear, and it's sickening and it's saddening. And the number 4 thing is if they keep relying on one tactic to source the clients. Very, very, very important that you don't do that. Okay, you want to be in multiple ways of getting them to you. You got to remember, you got the keys to the kingdom. if you're a business coach, life coach, I don't care what kind of coach you are, you have the keys to the kingdom. You have the answer to the problem they're trying to resolve. And if you're not clear on how you can help them, then they're either going to go to the next person who was doing the proper marketing, or they're going to continue to suffer because they can't find you who was the right person. And I truly believe that. So if any of this stuff you're doing, if you're a business coach and you happen to be listening to this episode, you're doing any of this stuff, I want you guys to give me a call, 888-416-7752, or send me an email at info@lbmsllc.com. I want to give you a 15-minute consultation that's going to help you in your particular, because I want to take a look at your marketing first, but for your particular situation, how we can tweak things for you, and that way you can drive better results for your business. So if you're a business coach and you're not maybe you're not doing these mistakes, maybe you're doing something else, but these are just the 4 common that I've seen over the years of working with business coaches. And when this person talked to me just last week about it, I'm like, oh my God, this is coming up. This is a trend. Let me talk about it on my show. So here I am talking about it. But if you're doing this, or let's say you're not doing any of these, but you're still not getting a result, give us a call, 888-416-7752, or send me an email, info@lbmsllc.com, and someone in my office will reach out to you and try to give you a 15-minute consultation, do an evaluation of your business, see what you're doing wrong, and try to fix it, or at least give you the guidance of what to do to fix it, either one of those things. So with that, I am going to put an end to this episode. I know it's not a very long episode, but I wanted to give you something short and sweet, something that you can nibble on, chew on, and say, that made a lot of sense. Or pick up the phone and call me, either one of those things, but that's what I wanted to do. So with that, I'm going to put an end to this episode. This has been Frank Deming, the local business guy. Take care and bye for now. Until next week, peace out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. Don't forget, any links that were mentioned during the broadcast will be available to you in the show notes, so be sure to grab them while you have the chance. Incidentally, if you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss on the show, be sure to send an email to the email provided in the show notes, or click the Contact Us link and let us know what topic you would like us to help you with, and we'll be sure to add it to our schedule. If you would like for Frank and his team to look at your digital marketing presence and give you a free evaluation, simply click the Request a Free Consultation link in the show notes to get a hold of them. That being said, until our next episode, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.